Good evening from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Tuesday, September the 28th market update. On the economic front, the monthly U.S. S&P Case-Shiller Home Price Index showed a month-over-month increase of 0.8%, so that was not too bad. And the year-over-year was up 4.1%, so any improvements better than none. And then we had the monthly U.S. consumer confidence, which was pretty horrible. For September, it came in 48.5, and the estimate was for 52. Obviously, the market really didn't care, and we went higher anyway. On deck for tomorrow is the petroleum status report at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, and then we also have a couple of others that I usually don't watch that closely: the purchase applications and the farm prices. So the dollar and oil were down today. Gold, silver, and copper were up. Light sweet crude futures were down 34 cents to settle at $76.18. So we're looking at the dollar. Well, it held up here like 2 whole days, and then we fell some more. So I have no idea where it's going. It just keeps falling. I don't know. Next level is probably, see, it's filled this little gap here. It filled this little gap here. So either, maybe down to here. Who knows? It just keeps going and going as long as the euro's going higher. All right. Take a look at the West Texas Intermediate crude. So we're here in this little, we got this resistance here, or we could break down. So we're either going to break out to the upside here on crude, or we're going to break down, and it's probably going to happen shortly. But we are on a buy signal now, so which we have been. I mean, have been for a while. Let's go take a look at the Dow. Dow closed up 46 points to 10,858. S&P closed up 5 points to 1147. NASDAQ closed up 10 points to 2379, and the Russell closed up 7 points to 675. The Russell had the larger percent gain, up 1.07%, so risk is still on. NASDAQ was the weakest, but still up 0.41%. The volume actually was above average today across, if you take a look at the SPY, the diamonds, IWM, it was all above average volume, and the Qs were way up. Qs volume was up by about 46% today. It was pretty incredible for volume on the Qs. So looking at the Dow, we're just still here, not going anywhere, and we'll see what we do tomorrow. But haven't really moved that much. We're still here in this whatever. If this winds up being a wedge or not, who knows? But we're still here. And same one with the S&P. Still there, still haven't been able to quite take out that 1150 area yet. And the NASDAQ, same here, still hanging around this level. We have closed right around there for the last several days in a row. Let's take a look at gold. Continuing higher. Silver, continuing higher. Copper, continuing higher, up, getting closer up to that, back up to that near that 49 level resistance. Let's look at the VIX. Volatility there for a while, had a little, jump, actually a pretty big jump percentage-wise, but then wound up only closing up 0.27%. And let's see, FXE, the euro. Euro, man, it is just crazy. Then there's no volume the last this last 4 or 5 days movement. There's no volume behind it, and if you put a line chart on this, we came down here, we touched, got rejected on the euro, we touched, we got rejected, now we're back there again. Let's see what happens. So I don't know, it could be a little tough on the market if this reverses tomorrow. I don't know what would cause it, and maybe it won't. Maybe it'll just break on out. But if you look at the line chart, we are pretty much right up against the resistance range that we have been on the euro. XLF, looks like that. Yeah, trying to hold tough there, and didn't move a whole lot today. The banks still look pretty awful. Let's look at the transportation. IYT right up against resistance. No volume. There's no volume the last 2 days. Right here. All right, let's go take a look at the McClellan oscillator. Look for overbought, oversold conditions. Right. 14.96, so we're still pretty neutral. We're not overbought, we're not oversold. Over to the sectors. So 14 of the 16 sectors we follow finished in the green today. The gold index had the larger percent gain, up 2.5%. The internet index was the weakest, down 0.19%. Google had a kind of a little bit of a pullback today, so that pulled the internet index down. Over to ChartWatch, have some new ones and then some ones that we've already been watching. RSTI breaking higher today. Looks like it could have bottomed here. Could have a lot higher prices ahead. Volume wasn't too impressive, but still holding up well. Still looks pretty good. RFMD. Volume behind this one. Nice breakout today on that one. Stephen Madden Shoe Company. Big volume. Nice breakout. Deck breaking out of this triangle pattern here with lots of volume. American Oil and Gas still holding really tough. Had this nice ascending triangle and still holding up really well here. Corning breaking out today with volume. You know, it went higher, consolidated, now it's broken higher again. Looks good. TEO, big breakout on this Telecom Argentina. Another ascending type pattern with lots of volume. Rex. Rex breaking higher today with some volume. It's up against a resistance there, but it did break out above this downtrend line, but it definitely has some resistance here, so watch for some higher prices possibly here. CRR breaking out today with volume. Cirrus Logic, it's holding up really well. It's got a kind of a dragonfly doji right there. Looks good, and Kramer touted it, so I'm sure it will probably go up at a decent amount tomorrow, so you might as well just jump on board and enjoy the ride since Kramer talked about it. Juniper, still holding the breakout, still looks good. CGO, still holding its possible double bottom breakout here, and it's still holding. Rambus, moved a little higher today, looks good. Well, maybe as well, close to higher, still looks good. VCI, still holding from its triangle breakout, still holding up, still looks good. OMCL, talked about this one yesterday, and with all the volume, and it broke higher today. Brookdale Senior Living, another possible double bottom here, so watch this one to break out over today's high, probably about 16.15, somewhere around there. Line breaking out today, going higher. Whoops. AYI, another breakout with some volume today. Acuity Brands. COV, looks like it's possibly bottomed here and breaking out with some volume. Gaylord Entertainment, ascending, nice ascending, rising triangle here, and looks good, so watch for a breakout higher. It looks all right. Let me see here. Where am I doing? Goodrich, breakout of this triangle today. GBX should have support here. If here and here it's touched, so I mean we should have support here around the top of the triangle. We'll see if that holds or not. But, this move was on earnings and it's moved higher today. MHK Mohawk, looks like it's possibly bottomed. Lots of volume. REP, this one has been really moving off this 22, and it looks like it has put in a head and shoulders bottom here, possibly kind of, well, most head and shoulders bottoms aren't perfect, so, but I do like this one, and it could have a lot higher prices in the future, but still looks good. And FO Water Resources, looks like it's about ready to break out of this channel. Another one that's possibly bottomed here, so watch this one as well. And let's take a look at the current market signals. So we follow the point figure charts of the Dow, NASDAQ, S&P, and there's no changes here. All are on a buy. Of course, we haven't really moved hardly any in the last, other since Friday, so all looks good. We're still kind of in this little range up against resistance areas. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching.